Testing. Audio check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Alright, let's get this started. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Let's get this started. I'm just gonna let this play as I set up the links. Just gonna send out the links real quick. Alright, I'm just importing some images. Gonna turn down the music a little bit. Okay, let's see if I got these images imported now. Oh. Here we go. Okay, this is for an idea I have called Apocalypse Air. And it's kind of like, this is one of the villains. It's kind of like the Four Horsemen, except there's 5. And this is the one that I want to symbolize war. You know, as sort of one of the elements that's going wrong. And I want to kind of make it look kind of cool though. Maybe some kind of like a samurai inspired helmet, but you got the night vision goggles. Triple filter, whatever. Yeah. So I sketched this on paper, but now I'm kind of, like I scanned it, I imported it, now I'm gonna just do a really quick trace. I'll go forward. These are like the rebels. They're like the good guys. So yeah, these were originally done on recycled printer paper with ballpoint pen. It's just a really convenient thing to carry with me in a backpack. And if I get a moment, or if I'm sketching with friends, you know, I'll bust out the pad of paper. So what I like to do is I like to try to trace the exact lines that I quickly sketched up, and then afterwards I'll try to come up with a better design with more details. And I kind of like to see like the kind of interesting lines I do when I just doodle. This one's kind of fun. Yeah, like there's like an energy to it or something. Yeah, like a flow. So I mean, the idea for this kind of, oops, why did I do that? I think I'll put this guy back here. It goes without saying, this guy is kind of me. So I'm gonna just... Hello, chat. Yeah, so I'm just tracing one of my line drawings. Using this code name, Swift. And it stands for these things. And something I might do right now. So a lot of people don't understand well, they're not familiar with this function of respirator. But basically, the air gets pulled in through these intake vents. On the inside, there's someone's, nose and mouth. So the air goes in into their lungs, and then when they exhale, it comes out through this little valve. So the air goes out. But obviously with this character, I put sort of custom right now it's just custom fabric, but I'm always working on a little adapter. Grab this, copy. Thinking about this character like she could fly. Like the eyes on this one. like this character because it's a rounded look, I guess. Kind of like a helmet. Look at this huge canister here. think this guy is cool too. So this guy would be, this is war, and this one is famine, and this one is pestilence. So the idea with this one he just spreads disease, basically. All kinds of bad ones. like a huge, like, ape bat or something. I don't know why I gave him this. It's kind of like a Geordie LaForge Star Trek visor or something. Hello and welcome to my viewers. It's just a Friday night sketch session. Yeah, I have a lot of projects on the go, and it's to the point where I just kind of have to do a little bit of each every now and then when I get the time, you know. So these were all images that I originally had drawn on paper, and then I'd scanned them. And now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of tracing over into my digital software so that maybe I can refine them or animate them a bit. But even though this is like really loose line work, I kind of enjoy going back in and tracing the abstractness of the lines, because there's some movement buried in the scribbling, and then at the end it's kind of unique. Like when I look at it, I don't know why I drew it this way, but then when I look at it, it makes sense, you know. So yeah, here the idea is when he removes it, he removes his kind of grill. Filter grill is when he spews the pestilence. I could probably have some fun with the animation of the particles. Fun sketching it because it kind of reminded me a bit of Gargoyles, the old animated show. switch it up. So lately I've been thinking of some real concepts, because what I was just drawing now was more like a fictional storyline. But lately I've been getting really into these Arctic P12 computer fans. They're like pretty small, and they're really quiet, and they're pretty powerful. Circle here. And there's like all these blades, you know, spinning. And what I've also been doing is I've been taking these MERV filters, whatever sizes, they come in huge sizes, like 20" by 20 or 16" by 25. Thing is, so they got the filters, you know, it's filter material, but they've also got these metal chicken wire patterns. It's, so they just have these like metal wires across the whole thing. And so what I've been doing is I've been taking like metal cutters, and obviously best to wear gloves, because when you cut across chicken wire, it's gonna stab you as you get deeper. So, but what I've been doing is I've been cutting these to smaller sizes to make my stereo. I've been making a boombox stereo. Right? Actually, with kind of 4 of these. But as I was cutting the smaller ones for the sides, I noticed that what if I was able to make them like single-sized almost? So like once I cut the filters, I rebuild the frames around it. So once I would rebuild the frames, if I cut it to the same size as the computer PC fans, could I then basically either have it sandwiched up, so it'd be like moving this, should get like just a sandwiched fan filter, pulling the air through, because the air would be pushing out, forcing the air through the filter. Or if I should do that as a box, so it'd be a square with the fan. So maybe I would have sides, and then that would become a lantern, maybe, that I could attach a chain and hang it above where I would eat or something. And I think I think I have sketched this before, but now that I've been building them, I have a better idea of what the insides are with all the wires. The only thing would be the power. So lately, what I've been figuring out is the wired connections. So it's kind of like I'm getting a crash course on electronics. But usually these ones, they have a I guess they call it a 3-4 pin. It's a 4 pin, I don't know. But basically there's slots for 4 pins, but there's really only like 2. It's kind of odd, but and well, actually I think it's the holes coming out of this, and then that plugs into a thing where there's 2 pins coming out, and then this goes to some kind of power. And if I get the adapter that goes to USB, then I can plug that into a USB battery hub, like from Anchor. So Anchor is actually really good. It sells these batteries, and it's got these like flip up 2-prong plugs. So here's the USB hub. Right? And then just picture on the other side, you've got the 2-prong plug that can plug into any socket. And so if I have it so that the electronic component comes out and it's got the USB, and I can attach the Anchor when it's fully charged, and I'll get the power, you know, up until the Anchor needs to be recharged. I'll take it off and then plug it in, and wouldn't be able to use it, but that would solve the idea of not needing to run a whole wire all the way up to the ceiling. So now it gets trickier if I want this to be RGB. So lately I've also been playing around with RGB. But that takes the one that has RGB lights. It's actually got 2 different. You need 2 power sources with 2 completely different voltages, I guess. So this 4-pin one, it has 4-pin, which is 12 volts, and then there's a 3-pin one, which definitely can't go into the same type of connectors as the 4-pin one. 3-pin is like 5 volts. So to get the fan working to spin, all you need is this one plugged in. But if you want it to shine with the colors, you need this into another power source, and they're not the same. So you gotta get all these splitters. So for this, there's a converter to, I think it's 3-pin to SATA. The big SATA connector. And then the SATA can go to USB as well, I think. Anyways. But if I do that, I could plug that into the Anchor, because there would be now 2 USB connectors. So this might be my next little project. And then the other thing I wanted to figure out, I really want to figure out backpacks. Because right now I already have a backpack with a bit of solar on it. It's got a solar panel. But usually solar is really like weak for output. I still think it's cool though. But yeah, I'm just fascinated by how to make something with some computer fans on the side, but then it would be weatherproof. How would I do that? You'd have to have some kind of like cover flap. Trying to figure out like where the filters would be placed. The thing is, it wouldn't store anything unless it was the storage up top. So maybe this is like the storage volume, and then below that you would get the maybe you would have the filters on here. No, these would be the fans. These would be the filters. Anybody have any thoughts? I kind of like that idea. This would have to be like strong. Maybe I would need metal wire, metal like encasing. And then lately I've been I've been experimenting with solar panels on my balcony. So I have a fold out. It's like a panel that can fold a bunch of times. So you can fold it up and put it in a briefcase. But they've got these rings at the top and the bottom, so you can get hooks, you know, chain them to something. And there's like a power hub back here, and you can plug it. It charges my phone when the sun's out. It's about all it can do, but what I've been thinking about is having some kind of rig to have it hang outside my windows, so they could be almost like could be like blinds. Like imagine you had blinds. Solar panel blinds outside the window. And then if you didn't want that, you could just go out and like fold them up. And then I would have to figure out a way to like, I don't know, get the power connectors, if they would even like, if they would be separate, or if there would be a way to like power them into a hub. Oh. Hey. This is the perfect kind of gear for the type of dystopian world we're heading towards. Well, you know, I'm just trying to be a hackatect. A hacker-tect. Because, like, I'm not inventing anything. I'm just, like, finding stuff. Yeah, so, I mean, it's like incredible what you can get online, but it's money, and it's just me trying to figure stuff out. But there's one. It's a pretty cool one. It just folds up into like this like briefcase type of thing. But I don't think it powers very much. Yeah, well, they have another one. They have something called PV Solar, which is a PV glass. It's where the window itself is a solar panel. Yeah, make a wish, man. So, and even when I have my solar panel on the inside, even there's some solar that gets in, but regular glass is going to block some of the sunlight and scatter it, so it would be better to have it on the outside. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is how to edit concrete so that I'm not temporarily, like if I wanted to fix these on the outside and it's like the concrete bricks, if I would drill and then it's just not noticeable, or because from the last person I see there's stuff drilled, but I gotta look up like concrete drill bits and all that. I don't think this would be as secure, but it's like drill into the ceiling part so that there's like a hook, maybe like an eye hook goes in, and then it chain it from the top, but it might swing too much. So the other thing, like, yeah, I'm all into this, like, I'm trying to use my skills of animation that is like, oh, this would be cool, but it's like, this would be cool, but it's actually there. Like this stuff's out there. It's so crazy. Not crazy, but so what I want is, like, I got this bike, and it's an old school bike, and the bike goes like this. It's like a step through. This bike is on its last life, and I've just been riding it into the ground, and I just keep saving it. I just want to keep fixing it. So this front wheel, and there's the back wheel, and I actually got an electric front wheel that I'm supposed to install, but I have no idea. I haven't even started because this is trying to learn everything all the time. But this front wheel, it has a battery, and I would have to mount it, so I don't even have enough room here because I got so much going on. But this would make my bike electric powered in the front through this battery, but in the back, I want the back to have a dynamo which generates power from the spin of the wheel. And the other thing is I gotta get a better setup for my cargo, because this thing can't carry my sculptures very well. So I almost need like a, I don't know, some kind of like a flatbed rig or something, I don't know. But I would want some kind of electric stuff in here, but yeah. Rearranging the same thing into new forms is a kind of invention. Well, yeah, you're right, thanks. I mean, there's some discussion about patents. Anytime it gets into legal stuff, I just shut down, you know. But I would like to carry the spirit of invention. Oh, the other thing is, so yeah, there's a few different wind technologies. There's one called Ridge Blade, which is super cool. This one is for rooftops. So the pitch of the roof makes the air flow up, and there's a fan. So picture like an axle. Excuse me. It's a bit chilly right now. So just picture this air goes up and it spins the blade, and it spins. It's like a turbine. It goes all along the way of the roof. Like, picture a roof like this long. So I'm trying to figure out if that can be on a balcony. Yeah? I don't think that is gonna happen. But there's another one that I've seen. It's like a campgrounds setup, and it's like a kite. And it's got like strings that's holding it down, but it kind of like moves with the wind. And then at the top, there's a turbine, like propellers. And over here, there's like an arrow or something. And it actually goes against the wind. So the wind goes this way. And the turbine is picking up the wind. Whichever direction the wind goes, it like moves with it. Like it'll angle to pick up whatever direction the wind is going. And I'm trying to figure out if, like, and it's like huge, like if this is a person's car or something, it's gonna be like, they have to like set it up, right? But then they can like fold it down and fit it into a little tiny thing. But I'm trying to figure out if this can actually be scaled down so that it's like, here's the size of your chair. Maybe, or maybe like that. And it's like, here's the balcony banister. And you just have these like tiny little ones picking up little bits of charge. Yeah. So I don't know, I think I might end the stream. Been going for like an hour. So any requests? And here's the thing is, like I was making these like rose petals. I was trying to make these like sculptural forms, and I think I could turn them into like recycled forms that would form like a turbine. If I could attach them and make like, connect it to a motor. We'll see. Like I could use the metal rods from I got these like file folders with recycled metal. So if I attach the metal to these pedals, I would still have to figure out all the electronics. And then the other thing lately, I've really been looking up the Zeppelins, like the, I think I draw it like that. These airships that seem to be like coming back. So you have these propellers back here, like, so they need energy, but the rest of it is with helium, and not hydrogen, obviously. Like, they're testing these out, they're kind of like figuring out, so there's one called Airlander 10, sure the US Army is also testing it, because when I look at the videos they have different logos on here, but apparently this vehicle is zero emissions. And I think it can carry 100 passengers. It's very slow and it's huge. Have this like fused fabric mesh material. The only thing is that helium there's a shortage, I think, and it's like only through natural gas mining, so it's not really that practical. But I've just been kind of thinking of air travel these days, in the sense of trying to like make it better. Or yeah. Now if these are solar, then yeah, it's no emissions. The only problem is, I think they're hard to control in high winds. And another thing is the logistics of how big they are. Like, you need these huge hangars to store them, because like they'll get like destroyed in a storm or something. So they got to be protected in a huge hangar. But maybe they could be useful for cargo. I don't know. Feels so Miyazaki. Go back and draw some of them. Oh, and maybe I should get into my headphone audio. So yeah, like right now, I'm using the Logitech G432. So they're huge, but they got this boom mic. and it's got a wired connection. So right now it's plugged in to my computer. But I've also got these Jaybird X4s, and they plug in just to the ears, and they have a little control panel, and it's also like the mic. So sometimes when I wear P100, the strap that I put around at the back clips and keeps these in place, but then the mic gets pushed up against like the side of my face or the jaw or like the neck, and it's kind of like a throat mic almost. So these are the two that seem to work the best for the setup. Yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you all for watching. And I'm going to see how this live looks afterwards. But thanks for tuning in. Check you all later.